So we're finally going to hear from James Comey, the former FBI director who was fired by Donald Trump with Trump's goal to serve Trump's objective of interfering, stopping even potentially the investigation into Trump-Russia collusion, obstruction, and possible financial crimes. The interview has already been filmed. It's going to be an ABC 2020 special airing this Sunday. Comey was interviewed by George Stephanopoulos. And if we are to believe the sources who were in the room for the recording of the interview, it is going to be a wild Monday after the interview airs over the weekend. According to sources in the room when the interview was taped, Comey answered every question directly and fully. His answers will reportedly, quote, shock the president and, quote, add more meat to the charges swirling around Trump. People in the room were reportedly, quote, stunned by what Comey said to George Stephanopoulos during the interview. Others said that it was, quote, surreal to hear what Comey was saying. And Comey reportedly likens Trump to a mob boss during the interview. What skepticism should we bring to this interview? I would say all of it. In other words, we should bring our normal skepticism that all of us, as hopefully informed and savvy and critical consumers of news, would bring to any media interview. And in particular, to one where the subject, in this case, James Comey, has a book to sell, which comes out less than 48 hours after the interview airs. So, am I looking forward to this? Absolutely, I'm looking forward to it. Will I accept everything that James Comey says without any critical assessment? Obviously not. Obviously not. Do I think James Comey has a history of lying? Like, is he a systemically unreliable and dishonest person, sort of like the current president of the United States? No, he's not. But my major skepticism is mostly stemming from the idea that Comey has had these bombshells for months, and they are calculated to be released in an interview right before his book launch. Can I really fault the guy for it? I don't know. I mean, most people would do this. Most people do stuff like this. Doesn't mean I like it, doesn't mean that it's a great thing, but it doesn't go to the accuracy or inaccuracy of what Comey will say. But yeah, if he's telling the story merely for love of country, he could have told the story 2 months ago rather than waiting for the impending release of his book to happen within fewer than 48 hours of when the interview will air. I don't doubt that Comey is doing it for what he sees as love of country, but he's also partially doing it to sell books. And this really relates, we've been talking about Syria, I talked about it yesterday and talked about it today. We talked about the Robert Mueller referral of information about Trump's lawyer, Michael Cohen, to prosecutors who got a warrant from a judge and then actually served that search warrant at Cohen's office as well as his New York City hotel room. All of these things might not be separate, right? Trump's increasingly belligerent tweets about Syria, whatever you think about the policy he's sort of suggesting there, this could all be related to the Michael Cohen thing and an attempt to distract. This could be related to, it's very possible that Trump got word of the Comey interview 12, 24, or 36 hours before news leaked of these stunned and surreal quotes from people in the room, and that this is yet another attempt when it comes to Syria or whatever else Trump is tweeting about, immigration or Democrats, the normal distract-a-thon attempts. It all could be a preemptive attempt to distract from what it is that we're going to learn from the James Comey interview. We can't underestimate the lengths Trump is willing to go to in order to preemptively take attention away from really, really bad things breaking in the media. So I will be watching the interview. I think it's going to be endlessly fascinating, but I am not going in just assuming that everything James Comey said should be uncritically accepted, but I am going in with the understanding that James Comey is not a historically dishonest guy, and we will see what ultimately comes of it.
Today's program is sponsored in part by Shaker and Spoon, the monthly cocktail subscription box that delivers the craft cocktail experience directly to your door. Every month, Shaker and Spoon sends you the ingredients for 3 completely new, original craft cocktails for a total of 12 cocktails, enough for the whole month. I got the Death by Gin box, which was really great. It came with a number of different ingredients, including lemons and limes, as well as chai syrup and persimmon and bitters, all sorts of really great stuff that I would never know how to combine if it were up to me. But it comes with really great and clear recipe cards, which you follow after choosing the brand of spirit of your choice. This is actually a really cool gift. My girlfriend decided to gift a Shaker and Spoon subscription to a friend of hers who really likes craft cocktails for her birthday. It's super easy. All you need to know is the recipient's email address, and you can do a 1, 3, 6, or 12-month subscription for that person. The giftee can also wait to claim their gift until they see a box that they like. They choose when to start the subscription instead of it just showing up at their door all of a sudden. And for a limited time, you can get $20 off by going to shakerandspoon.com/Pakman.